Hey, great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, and let me say, I I made it right on time, and I'm very very proud that I did. I think I'm like a minute late, but that's okay. Because I'm proud that I got here at a decent time. I did have a doctor's appointment this morning, and I had to rush to it. Um, I my doctor is Dr. Saavedra, and let me say, guys, there is no greater doctor in the city of Brownsville. She is amazing. Her staff is just mega, mega amazing. As rushed up there, did some blood work. I mean, I was in and out, guys, in 20 minutes. And I appreciate that. And part of that is the amazing staff that Dr. Saavedra has on hand. Really quick, went in, went out. I had some blood drawn. And let me tell you, I was really surprised because the phlebotomist actually had this big old tray and started to say, "Hey, Esther, we're going to get out a lot of blood today." I'm going like, "Goodness gracious!" And it was more blood than I had drawn like 3 weeks ago. And I'm going like, "Sure." And I was like going like, "My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, Esther, am I going to have to give up that much blood?" But that was the case. Royal, I'm sending you a link. Right. I was just really, really very surprised at how much blood they had to draw out. But again, it didn't matter to me. It was a big old tray of vials. And all of a sudden, let me tell you, it's like boom, 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 boom. The phlebotomist, man, amazing. The first stick just pulls it in, takes it out a little bit, and the el chorro de sangre. And towards the last couple of vials, it was like going like, well, we don't know if we're going to have to poke you again. And I said, man, do whatever you want. I mean, you're good at it anyway. But she did. Didn't have to poke me again. She extracted all the blood out there. Extracted all the blood out there, and you're great. Kati Presas is on. Kati Presas, I need you to tell me what day you can come on. Kati Presas is very, very knowledgeable in regards to everything that goes on goes on at the district. She's very, very knowledgeable in regards to everything that goes on in the city. She knows what's happening at the city commission and stuff. We need Kati Presas to come out and to share that wealth of knowledge that she has. But I know she's a very, very, very busy. I would die to have her on regularly, and that's one of the things I think we had talked about before, Kati. Having you on a regular day, it'd be your day. You'd come out in the morning, and we'd share with the community what's going on. So, Kati, please let me know, and everyone out there that has contact with Kati, let her know we need her. We need her to be that voice. I had a conversation with Jessica Puente Bradshaw yesterday. And again, Jessica's a great, great friend. I love Jessica. And I had a conversation with her because she's going like, what is going on with this situation with Daniel, Donald, Molstad? I said, Jessica, she goes, I just been off social media. And I was going like, Jessica, uh, it's crazy. It's madness. And, I sent her the information and I contacted her via phone and we had a great conversation. And, we talked about going like, it sort of seems like we're in this bizarro world. We're in this bizarro world where things don't mesh, they don't make sense. How in the hell did the Brownsville Herald, Channel 4 News, completely ignore that the main story out there for this situation was that Daniel Molstab worked for the Children's Museum, the guy that was out there distributing children pornography of individuals, of children, 6-month-old children? How could they have missed that? And it wasn't like the guy was completely foreign to Channel 4 News because they had him on in a special segment dedicated solely to the Children's Museum. And they had him there, the name and his title. That was the story. But that's the truth that we don't get here in the city of Brownsville. And I had this conversation with Jessica yesterday, and again with Gotti. A lot of the people here in the city of Brownsville may not like Erasmo Castro. The city of Brownsville needs Erasmo Castro, and I mentioned this to Jessica Puente Bradshaw. You know, they may not like a Jessica Puente Bradshaw. It needs Jessica Puente Bradshaw. It needs a Katy Presas. It needs a Royal Martinez. It needs a Roman Perez, man. You know, somebody has to come out and share facts, share the truth, and that someone is Erasmo Castro. Because right now, I am that lone voice in the wilderness that cries out. The lone voice in the wilderness that cries out. And I appreciate the articles that Juan Montoya posts sometimes. But again, it just depends on who gets to my compadre first. Guys, we need to continue to preach the truth because it doesn't much matter, guys, as to how much the mayor goes out there and says, "Well, y'all just being negative." Doesn't much matter how much some commissioners go out there and say, "Well, you know, we've done nothing wrong." And again, guys, there's a very, very fine line with doing something that is illegal and doing something that is ethical. Unfortunately for us, these local elected politicians, they learn to ski around little eights around that line, and they get away with murder. They get away with anything that they want to get away with. And look, last night, a friend of mine, Ben, sent me messages at Asmo. Uh, Commissioner Roy de los Santos is going to be on Manny's show. Of course, he's going to be on a Manny show. Manny has no substance. It's not going to ask him the hard questions. It's not going to present facts, data, documents, and say, what the hell is going on? He's not going to. It's little softball questions. It's one of these little pages that panders to politicians because, you know, they get the little perks out there also. Doesn't do a community an ounce of good. Not an ounce of good. So someone asked you, are you going to watch Royal Santos on the show? No. I'm not going to give that 3 viewer show my time. I'm not. And of course, you're going to get a Mr. De Los Santos out there. You're going to get a lot of these people out there. You're going to get a lot of his people out there. Why does it matter? We see these people constantly and regularly on the page of Trex Mendez. They're out there kissing the butt of the mayor. They're going to be out there any chance that anybody has to, you know, go out there and do any public appearance. So I wasn't going to watch the Manny show because they weren't going to ask the questions that are more pertinent to the city of Brownsville. And that's what really pisses me off. Hey, Royal, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Good morning, good morning, good morning, world and Cheese Nation. Glad to be back. As you know, I'm Royal from Talk Show Central RTV Style. And tonight we have a show at 8 o'clock. And you're right. Our show has been very ¿cómo se dice? Diplomatic. We've been really on the safe side, I would say. But you know what? It's time we start asking the questions. It's time. I know when I'm bringing in these politicians and I'm asking them, hey, so what are you going to do for us? Why are you running? What is your platform other than okay? Let's just talk. Let's feel good and all that. And so yeah, you're right. I mean, it's time for us to step our game up because we have a responsibility since we have a show and people are watching us. We have a responsibility to bring out a message and bring out the truth and talk about something that makes sense, not just not just drama or not just something that brings in the numbers. I mean, hey, I don't bring the numbers that you bring in, but hey, we keep going because there's people that need the information that we're bringing.
Yeah,
You
and
know what?
it's a
Yeah.
process. It's going to get there. Let me ask you this: do you have facts? Yes. And let me say, let me say real quickly. We mentioned Danny Mossack. I mean, the kid. The facts are the kid worked for the Children's Museum. The facts are that the kid was hired because of Roy de los Santos, and that connection with the Midi Cultural District and the Midi Foundation. The facts are that this guy was out there distributing child pornography, of 6-month-olds, 3-month-olds. Those are the
That's sick,
facts.
man. That's sick.
It's sick. I don't care. These people should be
I mean,
put
let's look
down.
at it at the other side, Erasmo. How can anybody think of having sex with a with a kid? You know, I mean,
No,
it's ridiculous. I mean, you
Royal,
know,
it's sick.
I
They
mean,
need to be
it's
put down.
I mean, God,
They need to be put down. They need to be beat up. They need to be
they need to do one of these.
something. Because let me tell you, those are the facts. And this is what trips me out, Vote Wisely. No one has presented the facts.
No,
Oh,
no,
hold
no,
on.
porque, porque
I'll answer this question.
son
People need
del
to see him.
club, son del club y los
Yeah,
del club los,
I mean the facts that the commissioner put him in the position. Yes, very simple.
¿verdad?
I have the emails. I've shared the emails. I've shared the emails with individuals that have asked for him wisely, but we have the emails where Droy de los Santos is the request to have his boy toy placed in a position, given a position that doesn't even exist, and then pressures the other city commissioners to do the same. Like now, I have a chief of staff. Now everybody needs to have a chief of staff. Now you may say, well, what does that have to do with Daniel Mosef? Roy de los Santos works for
Mhm.
the MIDI Foundation, gets a paycheck from the MIDI Foundation. He
Wow.
gets a paycheck from it. He earns $19,000 a year. And you may say, well, that's not a lot of money.
Hey,
It's a
it's
lot of
something.
money in the city of Brownsville.
Yeah,
That's
heck yeah.
one. Two, that's just besides the other money that he
Yeah,
takes from other boards and commissions out there.
yeah,
And we know for a fact that the Danny Mosa was terminated from the Children's Museum. This is facts, guys. Terminated for the Children's Museum because he was out there smoking pot, which is okay. Oh, I'm asking.
and,
Show the
and the
show
thing
the.
is the dream boy or whatever, you know, he was hired, but the person that had his job was fired.
Yes.
And you know, in other words, you know, it's like me saying, okay, let me fire Erasmo, let me go and take over your show. I mean, that's not right. You know,
No.
you don't do that. You know,
I'm asking. Show the facts about the pedophile. Oh, let me tell you. What I've mentioned is child pornography. That is what I've mentioned. And again, I saw Jessica Puentes Brad's post where she mentioned the word pedophile. I have not mentioned the word pedophile. I said child pornography
yeah,
distributor. That's what I mentioned. I have not mentioned the child. I do not know for a fact that the guy is out there as a pedophile. It doesn't necessarily have to be. He's out there distributing child pornography, watching children pornography. You would think that that's what the guy's into. Again, not making that
yeah,
accusation. The facts that Roy out him there. You have it. Show it. Oh my God. I have the emails, Vote Wisely. And again,
yeah, yeah.
you could go out there and defend Roy de los Santos all that you want. It's more power to you. You can defend that whole mess load of crap out there. That's fine. Anyone that wants the email, send me an inbox. I'll send you the emails. Because part of the issue is that these people think like, well, he wouldn't do something like that. Of course they would.
Um,
Good morning. Good
you know,
morning. Hey,
hey,
there's Roy.
hey, look, I'm texting you there. The
Hello.
sun is out.
Wishing everyone a positive, fabulous, best day. Saludos,
Hey,
mi amor.
Katy.
Saludos, Erasmo. Un abrazo al Chi. You are number one. You are number one too, Papa. I love you. Good morning, my friend. And good morning. Good
El
morning.
Hector.
This is actually my Ralph Lauren shirt. It's actually a shirt that falls down close to my knees. I love it.
Oh my goodness, it's your
It's a
nightshirt.
Yeah, well, it looks like a night shirt. It's kind of trippy, but you're right. It does look like a night shirt. But what I do is I oh, the
Yeah.
communities, and I appreciate Vote. And I'm going to get your comment right now. Let me say this shirt is one of these. I love these type of shirts. I threw on a tie and I threw on the jacket because that's what I want to present every day.
Right,
But
right.
it looks amazing without it. I'll get to your.
Well, that's your brand, Erasmo. That's your brand, and you established that brand. And I remember coming in, I was thinking, well, maybe I should put a shirt and tie on me because it makes sense. You know, you 1% of, but you know, hey, I go, no, that's Erasmo's thing. I don't want to copy Erasmo. I don't want to be the Erasmo show. We want Sharky and I. We wanted to be our own thing, you know. And it's like, but you know, you're right. Especially since you were in office, and you know all of that, and you know you're going to be our next mayor. You're you know. There's all these things you're going to accomplish, but and to some people the time matters. To other people it doesn't. But you know
well,
what?
and the
More
reason I
power
wear
to you, man.
the reason
You're
I
the
wear
voice. Like I said, you're the
yeah.
voice, and we need to follow that voice.
Well, the reason I wear it is because I love ties. I mean, you've seen my walls.
Yeah, man. It's the wall to wall, literally wall to wall ties. I am kidding you not.
Good morning, my man. And let's get to the comments real quick.
Yeah.
Being negative, being honest. Yeah, let me do. Good morning, Mr.
Hey, Hector,
Royal.
how's it going?
Mm, buenos dias, gentlemen. Thank you for calling the show.
Abel, ¿qué tal, Abel?
I love Abel. Nice
Abel's a good
morning,
guy.
Mr.
He had a great show the other night, man, and we comment on it, and it's like, man,
I didn't catch it. You need to. I need to do that little thing where they send me notifications. Faxes
yeah.
it out to the middle name. Preach, baby.
Yeah,
Finally,
that's true. And you know what? The thing about facts is that sometimes people don't understand that they're facts and they get a little bit butthurt. And I know, como que eso, como que, no puede ser. Erasmo is lying. And that's where we get Erasmo's being negative. Pero te está tirando la verdad.
yeah.
Hey, órale, white's white, black's black, brown's brown, yellow's yellow, and this back wall here is red, guys. It's red. That's a fact.
They paint a pretty picture when they want your vote. They
Yeah,
end up being worthless for our city and citizens. 100%. And part of the problem is that they pocket the resources that should go to the city to make the city grow. That's a fact. Two legends at one time, better than two on one sale at El Globo.
Hey, but Colombo does have a great breakfast, man. They have a great
Do
deli
they
back
really?
there. Oh yeah, man.
Facts are facts, and that's what you need to take into consideration and hold them accountable. 100%.
Yeah. Gotti,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
And
And I
again,
agree. Gotti needs to take my place here and
no,
Sam's place and
well,
everybody's place and just be here, you and her.
well, what I've said about Gatti is, give me one day, just one
Yeah.
day, and one morning. But I know she's very, very busy, and again, she has a thriving real estate business here in the
Yeah,
city of
yeah,
Brownsville. Very, very busy. But Gatti has facts, and this is something that I've appreciated from Gatti. And let me tell you, Gatti and I have not always been on the same
yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
Gatti and I ran against each other, and
Hmm.
we hit it hard and heavy because
And
that's
that was
what.
a great race.
Yeah, that was a great race, and that's what races are about. You go for the juggler. Gatti went for, I went for juggler, but afterwards, we have coffee, we have breakfast, we're friends
It
because
was an honorable race,
yeah,
and that's the thing about Kati, man. You might not like her or whatever, but she will come in with the truth. She'll state the fact, and she's a powerhouse, man. She
he's a
comes in
powerhouse.
breaking walls, and she'll get to the nitty gritty, man. She'll take care of business, and
She is a
I
powerhouse.
really appreciate it. She's a very strong, independent woman. And boom, te
She's
va a
a,
dar un
yeah,
punch
she's a
when you need
powerhouse.
it. And
She's a
she's gonna
powerhouse.
love you when you need the love. It's she's very much for the community.
100%. She is a powerhouse. Ahí están. Dame 5 minutos. She is a powerhouse, and I appreciate Kathy. So, Kathy, whenever you can, again, no pressure, but like next week. The truth needs to be told. We citizens of Brownsville deserve the truth about what is happening to the city. 100%.
Yeah.
On taxpayer expense. That's why Brownsville is the way it is. Yeah, let me tell you, it's like with this thing with the Mr. Amigo thing. I mean, goodness gracious alive, folks. With a Mr. Amigo thing,
Oh, don't get me started on that, amigo
Mr.
thing.
They literally took a whole troop out there to New York City to present this lady with an award. And again, more power to these individuals. If they want to take those free little trips on taxpayer expense, more power to them. But then we have to pay this individual $10,000 to be Mr. Amigo, and then
No,
we already been told that she's not going to be at all the events. It's just madness.
no.
Um,
It went away. The Mr. Amigo thing has really left the house. It's just a totally different
he
thing
says he
now.
pays the guy from his pocket. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's not a roll of quarters that he's grabbing.
yeah.
Let me say that, like, Ben, the only reason that he's getting paid, and look, this is just basic, guys. The only reason that he's getting paid from his own pocket is because he's not paying him. It's not true. Uh, he got him a
Well,
cushy job. He got him a cushy job with a midi district where he's making a good $20,000-$30,000 out there
yeah,
for doing absolutely nothing but being the chief of staff. It's
being a
like,
pretty boy.
yeah. And look, Brian is a good-looking young kid, a young kid, very, very, very young kid. It looks like a junior high student. Again, very, very good-looking young kid. Uh, uh, I mean, Brian's working for the Midi Cultural District, doing absolutely nothing but marketing, but using
Right,
city emails and working for Mr. De Los Santos. I
right,
mean, isn't there like a little pattern going on here? So it's not true. It's not true that he's getting paid from his own pocket. It's a bunch of bull. Uh,
right.
I'm not defending the community needs the truth to show it. We do every day, constantly, and we will continue to do that.
I mean, this show brings you the truth, man.
He said he
Yeah,
was not his
it's up to
boyfriend.
you. You gotta open your eyes, open your ears, and put it all together. And
He said he was not his boy toy. Come on, guys. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a
walks
duck,
like a duck.
if it looks like a duck,
It's definitely a duck, man.
it's
Quack, quack,
definitely
quack.
it's definitely a boy toy.
Quack, 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 quack.
Why are y'all yelling? It's too early in the morning. Vito, I love you.
Vito, ¿qué pasa?
Bottom line, if someone has done wrong, hold them accountable 100%. Oops.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Good morning. Question: do you still have the Brownsville mural you got from Austin Thrift Store? Yes,
Yes.
it's right here. It's amazing.
Man, that thing's huge, too.
No copycats. BU preach, sister.
Yeah,
Good to see Ray there. Con más ganas, watcho el show.
eso sí, mi Pat. ¿Cómo te va allá en el Houston?
Well, you campaigning would love to help you, Mr. Russell. Summer, we start.
In the
When are you going to have me on your
summertime.
show? La verdad no peca me incomoda. Kathy, you tell me the day. I'm coming back. Would love to be your commissioner for District 2. We need you as a commissioner. of District
Yes,
2.
yes.
Next week, let's do Thursday. I'm committed to be on your show Thursday. Perfect. You heard it
Órale.
here, guys. She's committed.
Let's put that
I
on the
wonder.
calendar.
I wonder if Tyler could carry Musk on his shoulders during Charles days, or the other way around. It's called bullcrap. They don't like the truth. Same as Papaya Head, 100% Papaya Head,
Yeah.
Mr. Trex Mendix. What's coming up for Pasión, Actitud y Pasión, and
Actitud y
President Rosales?
Pasión goes live in the mornings with Erika de la O. Erika de la O is the owner of Latino Radio TV out of Miami, and our show our show goes live on Latino Radio TV every Monday afternoon at 5:30 Central Time. So you don't see it, but you get to hear it on the radio. And
That's awesome.
so we deal with a lot of interesting topics. So yeah. And of course, Talk Show Central RTV Styles goes live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and then every other time that we have opportunities. We did a midnight show with Ruby Ann the other night, and so
My
uh,
niece. She's my niece.
yeah,
You know that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. She told me, man. Well, actually, you mentioned it, and she confirmed it, and so Erasmo no miente.
No, she is
You
my
know,
niece.
sometimes, you know what, guys? I have found out over the years because I know Erasmo for like good 7 years, and I have found out that sometimes what Erasmo says might sound out of this world, like almost ridiculous, almost like, dude, you're just BSing, but then it comes out to be the truth, man. Aquí sale la verdad.
Siempre sale la verdad.
Este
La,
vato te dice como es.
la verdad no peca, pero sí incomoda, como dice
Ah,
Katy.
man.
And the
Truly,
truth,
man.
the truth is just the truth. You can't
Yeah.
change that. Good morning. Good morning. Now that is the gentleman receiving benefits from this being a city employee? No, he has got an email. This is what I can confirm. He has an email. He has a badge, and he's given a title by the city of Brownsville. But to my knowledge, has not receiving city benefits yet. So,
If you love me, I'll take care of you. I'll buy you a house. I'll get you an apartment, and I'll buy you a car.
100%. Erasmo is our guru, 100%.
Yeah.
Royal, thanks for coming on. I'm going to have a short show because I do have a
Hey.
client that walked into the office, and
Oh
gotta
man, and you got to commute to the office.
gotta make the
You
Benjamins.
got to
That's
commute.
what pays
Got
the
to get
bill.
the measurements, man.
And
That's-
the 21 people on YouTube, like that damn channel, please. guys.
Because now you're a working mommy.
Free. I gotta take care of my dentist and my new children.
Yeah,
Guys,
you
have a
get
great,
some-
great day. Social distance, face
Guys,
hand
have an awesome
sanitizer.
evening. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Out about writing to you and red lights. God bless you. Guys, have a great, great day. See you tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, be good
Buenas
to
no-
each other. And
I was going
continue
to say
to do-
buenas
Thanks,
noches.
Royal.
Buenas morning. Good morning. Thank you,
How's it
Erasmo.
go-
Bye-bye.